Yeah, okay. Why not? This this is empty, by the way. I just wanted to do the sip thing. I thought it would be funny. So my past videos on this show have been mostly positive. Like I've talked about One Piece before and everything has been mostly of me liking things, but this video is, not that. So this show is an anomaly to me, and if you don't know what I'm talking about a show called Toradora. It's a romance anime about two friends who try to get each other with other people they have crushes on. And if you've watched any romance anime before, I think you know where things are going between these two friends. And initially, that's what I thought as well. Like, oh, okay, the two main characters are gonna slowly realize the one I've loved has been beside me all along, and they're gonna sing Kumbaya into the sunset in the end. And to an extent, that is what happens, but all 23 episodes leading up to that point would have you believe otherwise. Dude, I cannot stress enough how little chemistry there is between these two main characters. And not just the main characters, frankly, literally anyone in the show. It's either the side characters are an absolute fucking robot with like zero actual human emotions, or they develop feelings or emotions for characters in the last 5 episodes of the show. And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if any romance happened before the 20 episodes prior of the show ending, because shit you not, there is not a single likable character in the entire show. And I know that comes off as harsh and inflammatory, but bro, I swear to God, I wanted to like this show. The reason being is that if you don't know, Crunchyroll, which is where I watch most of my shows, pirating's bad, they have a comment section under all the anime shows you want to watch where people can review and rate the shows. Now, this has been my guide so far. Usually, when I want to watch a new show, I scroll down to the comment section, and 9 times out of 10, they're pretty spot on with how good or bad the show is. I am not kidding when I tell you that it took me 5 minutes of scrolling to find any negative reviews for this show. I couldn't believe my eyes. I've never felt more disconnected from reality before. How could so many people love a show where the main characters can't have a serious conversation for more than 5 minutes before someone gets drop kicked or storms out of the room? And wasn't the only thing that made me think I was ripe for the picking at a mental asylum. What made me think I was really going mental was, if you don't know, if you've been around, I think I've said this before, where I usually, when I'm watching a new show or a new romance anime specifically, I'm usually watching it with my friend Brady. But new lore aside, I want to bring Brady on so I don't put any words on his mouth on what he felt watching this show right alongside me. It's a different time of day now. Hello, Brady.
What's up, Jeremy?
What are your thoughts on Toradora the show?
Uh, I guess for the most part, I don't quite understand the hype around it. If you read the reviews, everyone talks about the characters and how great they are and
Dude,
how
that's what I was talking about. The fucking reviews.
understanding they are. But realistically, you can make an argument that the main two are okay. They're not great. Like the main character and Taiga, they don't even start liking each other until what was it, the last 4 or 3
It
episodes?
was it was yeah, the last 3 episodes. On the third to last episode they started liking each other.
Okay, so yeah, so you have this really late romance that isn't even believable. But I wouldn't say I would understand if you do like that. The thing I don't understand are the side characters. I think the side characters are probably the worst part. You got the main male best friend that I don't remember his name, obviously. He's just an AI.
I don't
We
remember
joked about
any of
that.
their names.
Like he's just annoying. His emotions are determined by the people around him. It feels like he doesn't have a character. He just does whatever the main characters want him to do. And then you have the annoying ass red hair girl that the main boy likes, who's just supremely unlikable, not relatable at all, not even close to who a real person is. And then you get the blue haired girl, who I just get confused with all the time.
I didn't even talk
Does
about
she
her in the
like
video.
does she like the main character or does she not? Is she trying to sabotage anything she has with the other two girls, or is she really interested?
I did say that. I was like, it was either like characters are AIs or they develop emotions towards like the last 5 minutes of the show. Like the
I think
red
the
haired
most
chick and the blue
annoying
haired chick.
part about this anime is the fact that it got good for 2 episodes in the
Oh
middle.
my god,
The
true.
2 episodes were actually pretty good. I think it was 7 or 8.
Out. You have to edit this out. All right, goodbye.
You know what? I'm not editing that out. Fuck him. He's in the
Fuck
video
him.
now.
But no, like, that's the terrible part here, right? Is that it gets bad, then it gets good for the 2 episodes, so it builds up this hope, and then it just goes right back down to being
Yeah.
ass.
I said this in the video because AJ, which is another friend of mine, they were talking about, well, if you hate the show so much, why do you keep watching it? It was like, because it got good. Like there was a couple episodes in there that it was like pretty good. And it's like, okay, we want to give it a shot, but then it
like
just got bad again.
It was like false copium,
Like,
right? Well, dumb.
It's what happens like throughout the show. Like it's like there's one character just has a conflict, just for no reason, just to have conflict. And then that's how it goes. But there was no initial reason for the conflict. Doesn't even make sense. They just make shit up, and now there's a problem.
It makes shit up for the sake of adding drama that doesn't need to be there.
All right, is that all? Is there any other thoughts?
Watch Real Life. That is way better.
I want to make a video on Real Life. Real Life is so good, man. I'm so
I'll talk
happy
to you about Real
watched.
Life.
Yeah. Have a
That's a
positive
complete
interview.
180.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Alright, I want to preface that by saying that Brady's were harmed the making of this video. He also had to sit through that show with me. Thank you, Brady, for being in my video. But you can understand my mental struggle now, right? Because now I know that it can't just be me and maybe I don't understand the show because Brady fucking hated it too. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Jeremy, if you both hated the show and you both couldn't stand it, why did you continue to watch it? And that is a good question. I guess it's because towards the middle of the show, there were a couple good episodes. Like a big highlight for me was the fight scene that happened between the Pom Pom Tiger and the student council president. That was dope. So our mentality was, it can only go uphill from here, right? No, I shit you not. The last episode of the show literally does not need to be there. Now, this part really pissed me off, so I kind of need to talk about it. And if you don't want spoilers, just kind of like cover your ears and sing la 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 as loud as you can. So, at the end of the show, the two main characters, all the conflicts have been resolved. The two main characters love each other, their family issues have been resolved. So, the main guy, I already forgot his name, tells the Pom Pom Tiger, that's how I remember her name, to grab her stuff because they're gonna go live together now. And she goes, okay. And she goes and grabs her stuff. Now, all she has to do is grab her shit, and they can live together and be happy, and the show's over. Every conflict is over. Instead, she chooses to run away. Now, the reason she chooses to run away is because she believes that the main guy is too good for her, and she needs to become better as a person in order to stand next to him. So one would think she'd go on this long, self-fulfilling journey where she learns about herself and becomes a better person. No, she kind of just shows up in a locker room at the end of the school year with seemingly zero change to her character and or mannerisms. You cannot make this shit up. The last episode of her leaving and everyone being sad about it literally just didn't have to be there. The show just wanted there to be conflict, so then there was conflict, which is a lot of the show. Well, anyways, I think I've shit on this show enough. One, if I kept going, one would be here all day, and two, I think I've made enough people hate me. But always keep in mind, I've watched Domestic Girlfriend before, so my opinion is pretty much voided. Alright, I know it took me a bit longer to get this video out. I needed to match my schedule with Brady's because Brady has a pretty hectic work schedule, and I really wanted him in this video. I thought it was really funny. But yeah, this video got me a bit heated. I'm not kidding when I say that there was a lot more that I could have talked. There's this one clip that's so funny that I love, cause it doesn't change if you add context. I'll play the clip now if I can find it.
Sometimes I get the feeling I might be a lesbian.
Huh?
Me and my friends quote that clip endlessly. It's fucking hilarious. Keep in mind, I encourage you to watch the show. Maybe you have a different opinion than me. By the way, if you do comment down in the comment section, like, subscribe. But I genuinely want to hear why anyone likes this show. Like, interactively hear why you like the show, because it really does boggle my mind. But anyways, that's it from me. As always, I hope you had a good morning, and I'll see you on the next one.